Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Tinker77. We're again back on my Mechanical Mastery world. It's now Monday morning. I did not get a chance to record this weekend, so I guess another day is going to go by without an episode coming out. But I couldn't help that, and I do apologize for it. So we're going to look at what we're going to do today. So let's look here. So what is going on with our questing? I said last time we might do the nitro crystals. And to make these, we have to use energizing. And I was thinking about this, and it looked at this, 20 million FE. And I'm not sure our power generation is up to that. Okay, so I thought, well, let's switch gears. Let me go someplace else. And look at these other pieces. I'm not sure we're ready for those either. And then I realized that going through this chain here, which kind of implies we will have to do this anyway, to get the antimatter pellet, we definitely need the reactors. So I went back to here and looked at this, and it did say that you have to do a reactor, and probably you need a turbine to generate more power. So that's what I think we're going to try to do today. At least try to get the reactor done. We may not get both things done today. I've never built one of these. I know that they can be very dangerous. So we're going to do this today. Now I'm thinking about, I want to get power, but I don't want it to be at my base. So I'm going to first create a bridge, probably out that direction, and set up a platform that I'm not sure how many blocks away, a lot. And, I'll chunk load it, of course, but that way we can have some sort of remote site for this thing, because I can understand that it can blow up and irradiate things. So let me make a bridge and make a little platform. Shouldn't take me too long. All right, back at my noisy base, you can see I've made a bridge. Now I made this in case, I know that if it does explode, I need to put on a radiation suit, which means I would not have creative flight. So I want to keep the bridge here. I made this platform, I made it so that it is within one chunk. I'm going to put a chunk borders here. You can see it's within one full chunk, so we can chunk load this whole thing if I need to. And I made it like 8 chunks away, so it's like 128 blocks. So it should be far enough that it's not going to affect our base if something really terrible happens. But that's where we're going to build this thing. So let me turn this borders off so that it doesn't, see if I do that again. I'm taking pictures. Oh, I'm hitting F2. It's hard to see my keyboard sometimes. So I'm going to make just a minimal, it looks like a 5x5 reactor with a 3x3 interior space. So we're trying to make some of these reactor casings. And I've been looking at that. This is basically steel casing. I made some of that, and we'll get some of this. I don't have a lot yet, but we'll just kind of get this started. And we'll try to figure out what we need to get this done. I know that we're going to do the reactor first. So that's what I'm trying to do, and it creates radioactive waste, which we will be using later on for some of the stuff we need to get to. So here we go. So I know that we're going to do, it's going to be a 5x5. So let's see. I could probably use my wand that I have on me. I have seen other people use building gadgets. I don't have that, and I haven't really experimented with that as much. So we will eventually. So we're going to go back here. I need to get some more, looks like steel casings to make reactor casings. So I know I need glass. We have some plastic. That's cool. So I'm just, like I said, trying to make this up here. Reactor casings, these steel casings. We're gonna need a bunch of that. So apparently, I should load this up right here. Because I think the reactor glass does take. Oh, it just takes regular glass. Okay. What are we missing here? Enriched iron. I got to get some of that too. I'm trying to make sure I don't go over too much of this. Let's get some. I made 9, that's okay. And we'll just get some of this. Maybe that's enough, I don't know. I'll keep building the framework up at least, so then we know the frame, and then after that we got to figure out what we're going to do for everything else. So let me see here. We're starting with 3 high. Actually, I'm going to go 1 high for the control rod, and then the ceiling area. That's what I'm going to do. Right? And then I don't want that. And this can go all the way across the top. Right, and then I think I'm just short like a few pieces here, like 2. Nice. Okay, so I gotta get the other one and put it right there. Is that off? No, it's okay. And we'll, of course, we'll have reactor glass, and I gotta get the interior components. Okay, I know we're gonna need some of these elite control circuits, so I'm gonna grab that right now and fly through my elevator. My ladder. That's not an elevator. We're going to go over here. Okay, so I have already filled out. I made another set, which is 4, and I used 2 to fill out the frame. You can see it's a nice little square way over there. So we're going to make, first of all, we're going to make the control rods. I want to have 9 of these. So let's see if we can do that. I know that I don't have any in here, I don't believe. Let's make sure we don't have any. We don't have any control rods. So I need 9 of these. Let's put that in there. So we need 3 more. Okay, so we've got that, and then I know that we're going to need 9 times 3 is 27 of these fission fuel assemblies. So I need to get to 27 tanks. That's easy to do, right? Ah, these don't stack. Okay. Well, 27 would be what? 3 rows. Is that correct? I'll just put these in for placeholders. And then there's 27. Okay. I'm going to throw this back into our inventory. And then we need to make this right here, which is lead and steel. And I should have 27 of those. And there we go. So now I'm just going to put this in over here. Go fly over here really slowly. You think it would be faster, but it's not. So up here, I'm going to put in the center here, I'm going to put these control rod assemblies. And then like that. And then the fuel rods will go, or the fission fuel rod assembly, whatever they are, which I think, oh, dang it. I messed that up, didn't I? They'll go underneath here, and this will be where the fuel goes into this, and of course then gets cooled, and the control rods help us to control what's going on. So the next step after this, I think, is I want to get the ports created that we need for this machine. We're going to need input ports, output ports, we're going to need controlling ports, that sort of thing. And then we'll put the glass in as the last step. Okay, let me get those ports, figure out what I need, and we'll start to do this. Okay. So I had 2 of these fission reactor ports from the quest we did, plus I built 4 more. They're pretty easy. It's just the elite control circuit with some of the reactor casings, okay? So let's go back over here, and we're going to see what we want to do. I want to have, I'm trying to figure out how we want to do this, because I'm imagining that this is going to be the reactor, and over here would be the turbine, okay? So I'm thinking that we want to have, maybe we would have, I don't know where the output of the radioactive waste would be, but I'm going to put it on this side because I think we're going to have some machines that will use that later on. So I'm going to put this right here. That's going to be the output of radioactive waste. I'm thinking maybe we can put some coolant coming in here like that. Those would be water, and we'll have some tanks here. And then I'm thinking up here, let's get some spots here. I'm thinking this will be for the steam going out to the turbine and coming back in, like a reflow system to the turbine we have over here. And I think that might be all we need at this point. Okay, so again, this will be waste. That'll be the input of coolant. We also need a fuel assembly, don't we? Yes, so that's a good one to get. Let's put that over. You know what? I'm going to put it right here. Okay, now can we configure these right now? I don't think we can. But I'm going to put this over here for the fissile fuel. So let's see. We need to get, how much glass do we need? There's 9, 11, and another, what is that? 11, right? 11 and 11 is 22. And on the back here is, what is that? 12? So that's 34 and maybe another 10, 44 reactor glass. Okay, so let's go back over here and see if we can do that. You don't have to have a reactor glass, but it's nice to see it as far as, like, you know, what's going on there. So let's look at this reactor glass. I have 4 already, so let's get another 40. And it just takes glass, it takes enriched iron, lead ingots, and that sort of stuff. So enriched iron, do we have any of that in our little setup down here? I really hate this thing. I'm so used to going down the stairs, but let's see, do we have any enriched iron anywhere? We're crushing diamonds here. We're not doing anything with that. I keep looking at these machines because they do our own thing here. It's just regular iron. Nope, I don't think we're making enriched iron anywhere. So I guess I'll do this by hand, just make enough for what we need. And let's go look at that really quick. I don't remember how to make it. Okay, so enriched iron, just lead. Okay, that's good. Enriched iron is carbon, which is coal or whatever, and iron. Okay, so let's get some of this made up over here. Let's get some coal. Got a bunch of that, and let's get some iron. Right? And so it goes over into one of these machines. One of these is not being used. This has darkness essence. There's some black iron ingots. It's empty. Let's put that in there and that there. And let me kick this up a little bit. Make it go a little faster. It's still not very fast, but we got, you know, there's 4 there. Bring it over here. We should be able to make reactor glass. Like that. So that's it. I got to make a bunch of this, and I will slowly put that into the reactor. Okay, this is the last side here. Everything else has been done, so this should work. And I'll put this in here and here. And so everything, and you can see we've got a little effect there. That must mean it thinks it's a properly built structure. That's excellent. So let's look at this right here. So this is the side I said, okay, do we sides here? How do we change this? Do you change it? How do you change this? Do you have to go a wrench or something? Okay. Anyway, well, we go into the machine here. You can see we have coolant, which we're going to use water and fuel. That's the other thing. And then we're going to have output of heated coolant tank and waste. Okay. So there's 4 different things here. I wonder why. How do I interact with this to tell it what this is? That I don't know. It's probably a wrench or something over here. But anyway, on this side, I wanted to have 2 coolant. I don't want to run out of coolant. So what I'm thinking about doing is using big tanks and using the, what is it, the Eventide, whatever it is, this thing, the Evertide amulet. I'm going to make another one of these really quick because I think that this will be good for producing water. So that we can just have this be like an infinite water source that's over there. We don't have to hook it up to anything, and it will just automatically produce water. So let me see about this here. We're going to get our buckets of water, and we're going to go over here and make another one of these. One right here. There we go. We have 2 of those. Now, I want to make the biggest tanks possible here, and I've been playing around with this a little bit. So we're going to go with, and I've already have some water here, but I'll show you what I do here. I'm going to create 2 of these empty tanks. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next level, which is advanced. And you can see it took that one and that one. And then we're going to the next one, which is elite, which I have some of those in my inventory or inventory system. And then we're going to go with the ultimate fluid tank right here, which should give us the biggest ones we can use. Okay, and then I want to have pipes, and we're going to use, this will be fluid pipes. It's going to be the advanced stuff and that right there. Okay, so let's see if I wonder if this will hook up and know that we're trying to do coolant input. That's what I'm trying to figure out with this. So we'll go over here, and these are going to be my water inputs. So I'm going to put these tanks down here. Right, let's see, just do 1, and let's go in here. I'm going to say this is both. It's basically going to be emptying out, and then what I do is I put this Eventide amulet in here, and you can see it immediately filled that up with 256 full buckets worth of water. Okay, so then let's go over here. It doesn't let me, I'd fall if I did this. So let's do that. And it looks like it hooked up and it knows what it is. Good. So I'll hit that to extract, and I will go in here and put in one of these. Okay, so is this machine gaining fluid here? It is going up. It's kind of slow, honestly, but it is filling up the coolant. You can see the coolant levels rising inside of the machine, and that's kind of a cool effect too. I like that. That's why I wanted 2 of these, so it goes faster. This is not going down. It looks like it is a little bit. So we might be able to do something with this to make it go faster with like maybe this upgrade here, which I could make. You know what, let's go do that. I've never made those, and maybe that's the next big thing in Tinker's mechanical mastery world, that we'll just start using those pipes instead of the diamond ones. So, okay, so let's see what we can do. How can we do this? We got a stack of that. Let's just put that back. And it is pipes. We're trying to make this upgrade here. What do we need? We're just basically having trouble with netherite ingots, but I should be able to make a lot of that, right? That's not a lot. It's enough for what we need to do here, though, right? So got 3 of those, and that'll go as fast as possible, getting that output of water into the reactor. Okay, and you can see it's still got not very a lot in there, but okay, whatever. Let's go in here and let's put that in, and so that should be, and look at that, it's filling up a lot faster. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna put this down. I'm gonna go into the tank and set it to empty because we want it to empty. Put in this right here, and you can see it's filled up, and we'll hit that, and we'll say extract, and then put in that there. Okay, and with 2 of those, you can see it is filling up with coolant. Now, I don't know if that's still fast enough, but it looks like it's going okay to me. So now we have to have over here will be fissile fuel, and let's go talk about that really quick. So I did do a little bit ahead of time looking at what we need for fissile fuel, and then I realized we're kind of already making it. So if we come down here to this system, I was making fissile fuel going into this device here, which would make the fissile fuel pellets, which we use for our essences that we're making. But I realized that this device here is actually making the liquid form or the gaseous form. It's green, so it's gaseous. And so what I did was I had said, okay, just go into this tank as well. So you can see this tank has 46 buckets worth of fuel. It's not a lot, but it is slowly getting fuel. This is as well. You can see it's completely full. Is it? No, it's not. So we're not making as much there. But this is working. Everything's working fine getting this stuff. So this is where we're going to produce this fissile fuel. And that will be an input also as well. Now, I could make another tank and put that over there. Maybe I should do that and see if we can hook that up, because we know this is a gas, right? So let's make another big tank. And it's not the these fluid tanks, it's a chemical tank, so we're going to do the basic tank. And then the next one is the advanced chemical tank, and then the elite chemical tank, and then the ultimate chemical tank. Okay, so there we go. And then we have one of those. You know what? I'm not going to add the fuel until I figure out the waste site. Let's figure out the waste site first. I know Tinker's all over the place. So we have right here, we have 10 of these radioactive waste barrels. I guess I don't need to do much with that. I'm assuming that this is, it says millibuckets, so is it liquid? Shift N for description. A barrel can be used for safe radioactive waste. I'm assuming this would be some sort of bucket, so I think pipes again would work. I don't know. Okay, so let's go over here and let's put this down. And I want to have a lot of space for this, okay? So we're going to put it on this side. I'm going to put 5 of these down so we can come off the side. And I think I can just go like this, right? No. So is this for items? I don't know what type this is. Does this have an interface either? Does it? Now, can I break this without radioactive like waste happening? There's nothing in it. Yeah. Okay. Good. Do these have an interface? No. So is this? I'm trying to think. Is this liquid or is this gas? I mean, or is it items? I don't know which one is attaching to this. Or is it because of the control panel? Do I have to make a wrench? I'm just all over the place today. Let me go and figure out what I need to configure those ports. I would believe it'd be a wrench or a tool. Or, well, it's mechanism, right? So, is it a configuration tool? Which we have right here. So, is this what I need? To reconfigure these ports for, like, output. If that's the case, well, then that's good. So, let's go look here. Because, let me kick this off of here, this pipe. And this would be change mode to output of waste. Okay, that's good. And then that's not the right pipe, maybe. Okay, but this will be the input of fuel. So let's see if I do this. Output coolant, input only, output waste. This is input, so it's going to know how to do it. And this will be, I want this to be like not waste, but output of coolant. And then we have input. So basically the coolant goes out to our turbine and comes back in over here. Okay, so that's good. So I got to figure this out here. This is the problem. It's one of the pipes. I should just grab all the pipes and see which one connects up correctly. So it's not going to be liquid. It could either be gas or item. It's not going to be energy. So let's grab those. We have gas and we have item. I would think, I mean, to me, I don't know. I've never worked with this guy, so I've always skipped this. I know people on my servers have done it. Let's just go with items and see what happens here. No. Is it not? Is it a gas? Okay, it is gas, apparently. Okay, so we're going to have this going on each side. So now the waste will be going into those bins there. I'm going to set this to extract. And I want to get as much waste out of it as possible. So there we go. Okay, so that's done. On this side, we're going to make this is for the fuel. This would also be a gas, wouldn't it? I believe, because it's gas going into the tank. So that's where we want our fissile fuel to go. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if this is working here. We've got to, I'm going to just test it in a second. We got to get some fuel. So go down here. And I'm going to replace this one, take this out. I'm going to put this one down here. Okay, and it should start to get fuel. It is. Okay, I'm going to get another one of those netherite upgrades for pipes. So let's see what we need to do that. We need to get some netherite. Oop. Okay. Netherite scraps, right? We need this, which is just ancient debris. We can get that done. So let's just do that. Ancient debris. We're going to need a lot of that, so I'm just going to run over here and speed this up a little bit. Or a lot. There we go. And we got a lot of this other resources too. That should be enough for us for now. And we're going to put this back here. And let's put all this back. And let's get some Got the right ingots. There we go. And now we can make the upgrade for the pipes, which is that one right there. And we need more gas, I think. More of these. Okay. All right, let's go over here and let's check this out. Let's see if this works. If I have this running, should be able to start this up in a second. Okay, so here's where the fuel goes. Okay, and we're going to say set that to extract, and we're going to put in that upgrade we just made. There we go. And so if we look in this machine here, so this is a input, right? So why is this not showing it as coming in here? Do we have to reconfigure this again? Hold on. Output waste, output coolant, input only. Is there a special way I have to put this in here? I don't know. That has fissile fuel. That should be going in, right? I'm not sure. Nothing going on there. Can we deactivate it? Okay, so why are we not getting the fuel in here? That's my question. This looks like it should work. So is there something else I can do here? Output, output, input only. So is there a fuel input in here that maybe I'm missing a block? But I would think that it would yell at me saying that I don't have the right thing. Okay, I am not sure what's going on here. This should, I would think, work. Maybe there's a configuration point. Oh, that's probably what it is. Sides, input is on top, and we're going to say output is on top. Okay, so now it should be going in here. And it did. You can see we've got that. We don't have a lot of fissile fuel, but we have some. So I'm going to turn this on. And you can see it is using fuel, and our temperature's good. Everything seems good. It's really noisy. Can I change that? Let's see. It's a, what is it? Mechanism? It's the, I'm trying to find this here. It's a fission reactor. There we go. Okay, so it is slowly running, and it's generating, should be generating, there's steam. That's good. That's what we'll send out to the turbine, and it's generating emptying waste. And you can see here, nothing there, nothing there. 1 millib, I saw something there. Okay, why is it going away? It looks like we're getting waste and it's being just automatically taken out. Do these have like size or configuration? See, I would think that this is generating a lot of waste. But why is it disappearing? None of these are getting any waste at all. Does that not seem odd to people? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so I guess it is working. I'm going to turn this off and let it cool down. I don't want to waste all my fuel there, but I don't know why these still say empty. It looked like it was going into it and then it didn't. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. But hey, we got a reactor going, so that's cool. All right, guys, that's all I've got time for this video. I didn't even get to start the turbine, but I think that's going to be the next step, and that will generate some power for us. I'm going to try to sit there and AFK, get some more fissile fuel. I'm concerned, though, guys, that this is not generating any waste, and I know we need to waste later on to make the antimatter. So hopefully this will work correctly. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, guys, I sure hope you liked this video. If you did, please click that like button. If you have any comments, put them down in the comment section. And if you'd like to be notified of the videos I produce, please subscribe to this channel. And don't forget to hit the little bell icon so you get all the notifications. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.